For this Living Upstate segment, we traveled to Pickens County to take you to a middle school. But it's not going to take you long to see. It's not your typical middle school. Yes, it's 6th through 8th graders. But come take a look and you'll see why this school is a little special.
We are a public charter school through the South Carolina Public Charter District. We serve grades 6 through 8, and currently we have 145 students. We have students who come here because of the small atmosphere. We have students who come here because of the rigorous academics. We have a lot of students who come here because of the physical activity that they get, and just because of the culture that we have here. I think those are probably the main reasons that students come here.
Let's talk about the physical activity, because so many schools, that's the first thing they do away with, either that or the arts.
They're not looking at research, because research tells us that particularly at this adolescent age, students need physical activity. They need to be up and moving regularly. And if you check the obesity epidemic, there's a big rise during middle school years as well, because their activity decreases. So every day our students have a full class of PE. 3 days a week they get traditional physical education. 2 days a week they get CrossFit. And they also have a 20-minute recess.
That is amazing. And a lot of the stuff too, it's not done inside a classroom with your normal walls that you think of.
No, it's so funny. Students who leave us and go to area high schools, when you run into them and say, okay, what do you miss about us? So many times they say, I just miss being outside. I miss the fresh air. I miss the sunshine and just getting to be outside.
I remember being in high school and it being a treat when once a blue moon we get to go read our books outside for a class, and I was so much more productive.
So much more productive. And again, research backs that. Research says that students need outside time. They need to be out in nature. And that's what we do here.
I love it. And you also participate in something called the Great Shake.
The Amazing Shake.
The Amazing Shake.
Yes. We have to give credit to Ron Clark Academy in Atlanta, Georgia, because they came up with it. But we visited there for professional development. I so admire Ron Clark and everything that he has done for education. And when we went, they were talking about the Amazing Shake. So we got the details from them, and then we altered it a little bit to fit our situation here. But all students participate in round one. They introduce themselves, their name, the handshake, eye contact, and they're graded on a rubric. So then the top students from that round go to round two. Round two, we use Clemson University's Learning Institute executives who come in and station themselves in offices up top, and students have to go in and lead a 1-minute conversation.
Which, think about you being in middle school again. That's not easy. There's a lot of people our age that couldn't lead a 1-minute conversation.
Absolutely. It's very hard, but they do such a phenomenal job. They're scored, and then those top students go to the final round, and that consists of a mock scholarship interview. They have to carry on a conversation while having snacks. So it brings in etiquette and good table manners. And they also have one introduction where something crazy happens, and that's always fun to get somebody to come in to lead that one. They drop their papers and they see how the student reacts to that. And then the winner gets a nice prize. They usually get a laptop computer.
Well, if you ever need someone to be the what crazy thing happens,
would you come and do it?
And it wouldn't be on purpose. It would just be me like real life. So yes,
that would be. We would love for you to come and help.
I'm down anytime. And speaking of like the real world lessons, I feel like that's what this is all about. You do stuff, of course, like the normal math and reading.
We do.
But did I read something too where you're teaching them taxes?
They do. During leadership class, they actually cover finance. Finance, yes, they do.
Which is that's one of those, it's like, gosh, why didn't we learn that kind of stuff?
Yes.
That's what goes on and that you're going to remember.
Things like student loans and how long it takes to pay back student loans if you take them out, credit cards, even how to balance a checkbook, even though a lot of people don't do that anymore.
But still, that's a good skill.
It's a good skill to know.
Yes, I like the credit card one because it seems so easy. Let's just put a bunch of stuff in and worry about it later. Yeah, bad example. Okay, if we're watching at home right now and parents are like, oh my gosh, I want my kid to come here, What do they need to do?
We are open to any child who lives in South Carolina.
Okay, so
as
you don't
part
have
of
to
the
be in
state charter
Pickens
district.
County.
No, any student who lives in South Carolina, of course the commute might be a bit rough.
Right, right.
If you live outside the area. You just go to our website, which is ylaofsc.com, and click on the enroll, register. It's a very short registration form. And then in February, we will have a lottery to decide who gets those seats. So
Yeah, so February, that's the date we need to know. So if you're watching this now, you need to go ahead and start this process and be ready, fingers crossed.
that's right.
That your name is picked. Thank you so much. This
Thank
was very
you.
cool.